Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome my loves. Gonna start on a new journal, but before we do that, little chit chat, I want a little shop share because YarnYarn on Etsy, and they've also got a website called YarnYarn.co.uk. I've been a customer of theirs now for about a year now, and that's where I buy my sari silks. So I order a lot of this in just the ivory. They also do really deep colours, like gorgeous, this blue. I've recently ordered a whole skein of like a deep, more purple than that, probably this purple, and I ordered, I'll see if it'll reach, yeah, look, that's hanging behind me, this gorgeous flamingo pink. But you can also buy mixed skeins, so if, like me, you use the right lot of colour, like in my boho journals and that, I might not always want a whole one, or like whole skein, or a half, like a smaller one that they do different sizes and that. And so you can get a mixed one with all these mixed colours, which I find absolutely fabulous. So I wanted to do a quick shop share today because, yeah, they come wrapped up like that in these little YarnYarn paper rings. And at the minute they've got a 60% off sale, which 60%, come on, absolutely fabulous. So I thought I would share that shop with you while they've got their sale on, because I think that's fabulous. So that being said, what's it gone? Oh, here it is. I received my order in this great big paper bag, and my lovely subscribers, friends here on YouTube, you'll know that I'm in the process of packing up to move at the moment. So I don't want to commit myself too much to do anything that might be waiting to go in my shop, or a design team project that I might be waiting to get out to help like my friends and their shops and things. So I thought I'm going to work on a journal for me, and I've never done a paper bag journal before, but I got this and I thought the nice big size of it, it could even like sort of be a kind of wraparoundy journal, with pockets and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on this, and it's going to be a journal for me, I think. So yeah, I don't know, it might end up being on Etsy, but at the minute I'm thinking if I just don't commit to nothing, that will be the best way for me not to get stressed, because I still don't know when I'll be moving, which is a bit of a nightmare. I'm just going to try and undo this a little bit, because I'm going to slice the end off and then poke it back in again the way it was in the bag, like this folds. But I just want to cut a nice neat line. I know it don't look like that the way I'm yanking at it here, there and everywhere, but that's the plan, loves. So welcome back. I am really pleased that you're here to join me. I am sorry, that's it, I am sorry that I'm not about quite as much at the moment, but yeah, I'm packing up this house, and yeah, I've got a lot more stashed away in cupboards than I thought I had, so it's taking a bit of time, but I'd rather have it all done for when I finally get the call saying we found you somewhere, than not have it all done and it'll be a bit stressy. Right, let's think. That was folded in, but I don't know whether to take a little bit more off. Let's have a look. Because what I thought was, I could have it as a wrap-aroundy bit and somehow make this into 2 pockets and 2 there, right deep, and then 1 at the top cutting in there. So yeah, I don't really I've never ever done a paper bag journal in my life, so we'll just roll with it and see how we go. So let's get a bone folder on the scene. I do hope you're all well. I'm not doing too bad. Fibromyalgia's been a bit of a pain, I shall say, at the moment, but I think like the stress and whatnot of the move, or the upcoming move, it's not very neat, so I'm going to cut again, taking a bit more off. And so yeah, my fibromyalgia hasn't been very friendly at the minute. But as well, I think it's a combination really, because of the cold weather. That never does. Me and the cold don't get on anymore. And yeah, that and the fact that I am moving and I've got to do a lot of packing and cleaning and all that kind of stuff, sorting out stuff. Loads has gone to the charity shop, loads of junk that I just didn't know what to do with. I've been palming off left, right and centre. Right, so I'm thinking to make that into a pocket. So let's measure how many inches we are. We're 8 and just under 8.5. 8 and 1, 2, 8 and 3/8. Oh, do excuse me, I am sorry. So 8 and 3/8. And I was thinking I might use this pad, kind of like that, although with a lot of this I'm not sure how much is going to be on show. I don't know whether this is the one that I actually want now. I was thinking about it. Maybe might have that. I do like that. I do think that is gorgeous. So yeah, I think I'll go with that. So if we're having that, oh, I've just knocked over the bin. Oh dear. And I've just done it again. Oh. Going to grab this and we're going to get a bit of blue onto here. I was going to do the inside bit first. No, I'll come to that in a bit. So I haven't got a distress ink in the. I've got this blue, which I love, one of my favourite colours. But I'm thinking of going with this. I ain't used this for years. I might just go straight on. Oh, it is nice actually. I think I might need a sponge or something or other. So I hope you're all set for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, or just if you're surviving the festive season if you don't, because it there's a lot going on, isn't there? Everywhere's so busy and every single advert is food and drink, and food, drink and gambling seems to be every single advert on television. Oh, and perfume at the minute because it's Christmas. Do people not buy perfume at other times of the year? that's all it seems to be. Smells and food, and yeah. And then every other one's a gambling one, but that's the same all year round. Right. Don't really look as deep as I wanted it to, but I think that's just because I'm going straight onto brown paper like this. I've never done this before in my life, so we can learn together as we go along. I'll just carry on with this and be right back. Right, so we've done that, and I'm quite happy with that. I've gone inside all the way round and top and bottom. And right, we're just going to be going that way, won't we, I think. Yeah, so I think before, not sure whether to do them bits first or second. Should have planned, really, shouldn't I? Thinking this is going to be on the outside, which I think is gorgeous. That's going to look really nice. I think it'd probably line, yeah, be on the outside, and then I'll have something else on the inside. So I've got a feeling I should do these first before I make these outer bits too stiff, because I'm going to want to get right in to make this into a pocket. So I'm going to grab another piece of paper. I don't know whether it'll be out of here or not, so I better stop a minute. Right, so I've grabbed a much thinner paper than what I'm going to use on the outside and that. This is from the Victoria and Albert collection, and I'm thinking that where it's quite a lot thinner, it'll stop it getting way too bulky. Right, let's see. I think I'm going to want the pattern going that way. Right, so I'm not going to faff about measuring everything. I'm just going to mark it of pretty much where I think it's got to be. So I'll probably have to measure the inner bit, like the depth, I'm thinking is the word I might have been looking for. To about there. Right, where have I just put my pencil mark? That was there, wasn't it? So that was that way, and if I hold that there, where's the pencil? And probably about there will be where I'm going to cut. I'll go a bit further, and yep, we're just winging it, and we'll see how we get on. Right, I need to do that way first, don't I? Otherwise I'll chop off the bit that I need, that's got the mark on. Right, let's have that there. And this might not work, but I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, the idea in my head is that this will go in here, not there. I was thinking that don't look right. It's because it was supposed to be this end, that's supposed to go there, like that. And I'm going to cut another bit, the exact same, so that we can sandwich them together, and they will make our one pocket into two. So just check that I've got that right. And I'll have a little bit of this ink around here. And yeah, like I said, I'm completely winging this, you know, but it was just, I unwrapped all that lovely sari silk. I haven't got to the bottom because we're not going to see it. And oh, it just straight away, it just inspired me. And I was holding the bag, and I thought I could do something with this. I could go on a little kind of junk journal adventure of trying to sort of figure something out as we go along and see how we roll. So that's what we're doing. I just thought, because then there's no pressure on me at all. There isn't anyway. I say that like I've got a load of pressure. I haven't. My wonderful, wonderful friends who I be design team for don't put any pressure on me at all, ever. They've been really understanding with, I've had loads going on this year, and all the way through they've been understanding to the point of, I just feel I don't deserve these friends, you know, I don't deserve these wonderful people in my life. And I'm looking for my glass thing that I had a minute ago, and now I don't know where it is. After all that rigmarole, I found it, and then I realised that weren't even what I wanted. I wanted this. So, what I'm thinking is, just to get it in place, I'm going to use a bit of glue stick. Because I am going to use a stronger glue. But just to get it in and have a little bit of wiggle time to just get that. Just got to go in a bit more. Right, get in. Right. And now I can just press down on them ends. I could use the bone folder if I knew what I'd done with it. I am all over the place, and I loves. Right. And then, have I put that the right way? Yeah, I have. Yeah. And then when I come in on this side, I'm going to go all in straight off with the stronger glue. And then that'll be our inner thing. Am I going to go all in with the glue? No, I ain't. What I'm going to do is, I've got a big blob of glue stick glue there, so that can go there. I'm going to do the ends again, and then I'm going all in the middle. I don't want this gluey. Let's turn the page and just get this done. Right, we want to make sure I'm up the right way and all. Because, yeah, I do have a tendency to go all guns blazing, and then either I've sewn in a signature upside down or I've stuck an image on upside down back to front, not knowing where it's supposed to be. Right, so we know that's supposed to be there. Let's get this under us now, because I'm going to start playing around with the other glue as soon as I've got this done. Right, a little bit up a bit. Right, that looks, could do coming up a little touch. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's glue these ends. I just stuck myself to the bit of paper, and then I'm going to go in here with the stronger glue, and then we've got our 2 pockets out of the one. So that should be it. Come on. Oh. And I'll give it a rub over there. Oh, and then look, see, now we've got a nice big pocket there and a nice big pocket there, and they're glued together like that. So that's quite cool. I like that, and it's not too bulky because I went with a thinner paper. Now on this side, I want to do the same again with a bigger bit. So this is pretty much, I wonder if that'll fit in. It might need a little touch off. Yeah, I think it does. Let's have a look. Yeah, cool. It's pretty, no, it will be alright, won't it? Because I've cut it off the bit that I already measured. So it should be. Yeah, of course it is, look. It just needs a bit off of the depth. So, I'm going to lop a bit off and then cut another bit. And we're all good in the hood, I reckon. So, let's try that baby in there. Oh, get in. That'll go like that once it's inked. And yeah, again, you have a bit of stick to it. We have two nice pockets. So, I'll quickly just mark this up. Hang on, have I got the pattern going the way I want? Yeah, I have. Oh, I ain't even got to mark it, have I? Who needs a pencil? We'll just roll with it. We'll line this up. And we should be all good. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. And again. Right, and we'll save those pieces. And I'll just ink round these babies and then I'll be right back. Right, so they're all done. We're going to do the same thing again, I think, because that went quite smooth, didn't it? Doing it that way. So I'm going to do the same thing again on these pieces. And yeah, hopefully it's all going to work out for the best. But I am winging it. But do wing it along with me. Join in, because it don't have to be a paper bag as big as this, does it? You could use a little one. You could like something like that to make yourself a tiny little one. You could have a nice little quotes journal or a gratitude journal, something like that. That's what I've got as like a little one, but this one might be that kind of thing. Tell you what it might be. Sorry if I'm talking 20 to the dozen. I'll tell you what it might be. I'm thinking maybe this journal could be where I have my positive quotes and things, any that I find in 2020, or whenever. See, now that weren't as plain sailing as the first side, but I suppose it's because it's a bigger piece. Right, come on. But yeah, what I was thinking was maybe sticking in it all my cards and things from friends. I was just going to grab one to show you, but although I haven't packed much art supplies at the minute, I've took down the bits and bobs off the wall and off of the I've got a magnetic what do you call them, notice board, big long one next to me, and yeah, I stick on there like cards from people and that, and which, like when I've got happy mail or stuff, which I love, and I love to be able to have them on show and look at, you know. But I've had to pack them up to move, and so yeah, I can't look at them at the minute. But I was thinking maybe I'll stick things like that in here, I don't know. But look, as I say, I do like to look at those kind of things, so I'm a bit undecided at the minute exactly what I want to do. Right, I am getting covered, and there it is. Right, And now we want to get our strong glue right in the middle and right down so that it's not all coming undone on us. Right. And so, yeah, I've got my new camera set up. It came the very next day, which was handy. But, yeah, this is my first time of using it, because in the meantime what I did was, so that I could carry on filming, was I just, oh, I'm going to have to trim in here a little bit because I haven't lined that up properly. Right, I'll pull those bits down and just, I only need to take a sliver off so that I've not got, I wouldn't have to really, I suppose, you don't have to, you're not really going to be looking inside the pockets, but I want to, right. And yeah, I'm just going to get a bit more ink there and flip it over. Right. So we've got our double pocket now there and a double pocket now there, and so it's already feeling a bit more sturdy. This is where I want my double pocket here, so that's what we've got to work on now. So what I want to do is put a line so that I know not to go over that bit there and not to go over that bit there. And I don't know whether to do this with a craft knife. I think that might be the plan, so let me grab that. Yes, so with my camera, this is the first time filming with my new setup. It's a lot more sturdy. It's not as much of a wiggler as the other one was. But it holds my camera upside down. So, fingers crossed I'm not doing this all upside down for you, because I don't suppose it would matter really, would it? Because you'd see my hands, you'd just be seeing my hands over there instead of over there. Yeah, but anyway, that's the thing. It's a much more better quality one, but it's upside down, so yeah, that'll be a challenge when I come to edit. Now this one I think I'm just going to have as the one pocket, because it's not, I haven't got those bits, have I? So that is okay like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put a bit of washi on either side. I don't want to use that bit, that's nice. I'll just grab a bit that I don't often use. Right, I've got a bit. Oh! And I'll just put a bit of glue on the washi once I've seen how long I need it. Right. About there, and oh, it's never sticky until you don't want it to be sticky, and then it is. Right, is this too long? Is it too much? No, it looks like it'll be alright. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue so that it'll stay. And then that way, when I'm putting things in and out of the pocket, I'm not going to be catching on the paper bag and end up tearing it, because that's not what we want. We want a pocket that we can stick things in and out of all the time, don't we? Right. And now we've got a nice smooth way in and out. Right, so we'll do the same again over here. do. Oops. So yeah, I'm thinking that in edit I can probably just flip the screen totally upside down, but I've never had to before, so I don't know. I've never tried. But yeah, I'll know soon enough, won't I? So what I was thinking was, this video, obviously I'm not going to do the whole thing today. It will be in a few parts, but, and hopefully it won't be interrupted by me moving and whatnot. Hopefully I'll get it done pretty quick. But I'm not going to rush it, because I've never done one like this before, but I don't want to like mess it up and it be something that I remember as when I did that rubbish thing. So now what else I'm thinking of is my, oh, door squeaking, is my closure. I'll probably have a thing there, but yeah, I'll have to wait until I do my cover, won't I? I'll have to get that on first, because it needs to be sturdy. So with this, I'm going to come a bit in, you know. I'll get a white pen because this is dark. I've come in a bit at the top, so I'll do roughly the same at the bottom, and we'll cut that out. And so yeah, as you can see, I'm not measuring and that, because it just makes it all double longer, and I can just eyeball. I knew how much, probably an 1/8 of an inch in all around, you know, maybe a bit less, but so it'll sit like that. I like that. And maybe it's a bit more around the edges. No, I think that's fine. I really do like that. I love the colour and everything. So that's going to be that bit. And then over here we've got, oh, to there roughly, and here, and I'll just do the other bit and cut them all out. Oh, that's the other thing. I normally reach up and pause, but it's on the other side and I'm not used to it. I can't find it. Right, I'll see you in 1 second. And it's just so pretty. Look, when that gets on there. Oh, I adore it already. Right, have I still got... Who knows what I've done with the sponge? Oh, it is. Oh, I must infuriate you with the amount of times I go, what do I do with that? But, you know, it wouldn't be me if I knew where everything was. And the thing is, everything's right in front of me. It's just when I get something out to start using it, I know where it is before I need it, but then as soon as I get something out and move it, my brain, especially since I've had fibro, my brain don't know nothing. I move things and I don't know I've done it, I don't know where I've put it, and yeah, I infuriate my family for that. They'll say, what have you done with them shoes? And I'm like, I haven't seen any shoes today. And they go, Mum, come on, you was doing housework earlier, you've moved our stuff, what have you done with it? And I don't even remember, and I swear blind that I haven't touched them. And then when they find them, I go, oh yeah, I remember putting them there now. But yeah, I drive them up the wall, I really do. oh, I do like this. And a nice big bit for the back. And then I'll sort out some inner bits. I probably won't bore you to tears with doing that all on camera. You've seen me just eyeballing as I go along. And so I'll probably leave this for now. So it's not a great big long one, but obviously, like I said, we're doing it in parts. So if you wanted to join in with me and be ready for next time, as once I've got this stuck on, I'll give you a quick recap of what I did, and then we can, and then you can maybe join in with me. So I've inked round my edges. Right, oh, I think this is lovely, this paper. And so I'm quite optimistic of my journal. To be honest with you, we never know how it's going to come out, do we, when we're trying something new for the first time. I remember, like, when I first made a hard backed book, and to be honest, I did the hardback book before I ever did a soft all fabric cover. The first full-size journal that I made, I decided to make it a hardback and that, and I didn't want to use one. I didn't want to recycle a book for some reason. I just wanted to just jump in at the deep end, really. And that's exactly what I did, and it, luckily for me, it came out really alright. I think I was more nervous when I decided to make a fully fabric cover for a journal, because I'm not a seamstress, to be honest with you. Some people can do loads of fancy stitchings and things like that. I have a go, bless me heart, but yeah, I'm not a seamstress by any stretch of the imagination, which I should be, really, because it kind of runs in my blood. One of my aunties that was really like a second mum to me, she was a really good seamstress for donkey's years, and then one of my great aunties was a court dressmaker for like the royals and that. So that, like, her being that, amazing. But yeah, I don't claim to be a good machinist at all, but I do like to play around with it. I can repair stuff, and now I can make fabric covers and whatnot for journals. But yeah, I've never really made any clothing or anything like that. The most I've done is like alterations on clothing, like seen stuff and thought, oh, I'd really like that, but if it had short sleeves or if it was this. And so I've taught myself how to do stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's fun to have a go, innit? And I've heard people talk about paper bag journals. They probably don't do them nothing like how I'm doing this, because I haven't done any research at all. I just saw the big bag, it inspired me, and that's it. So there we go, and obviously there is where I'm going to sew my signatures. I haven't scored a spine, which I did think about doing, but that was before. That was just when I was first holding the bag, thinking, oh, what am I going to do? I was thinking of scoring a spine, but then I haven't done that now, so we will just have one signature. But we've got plenty of pocket space. We've got those two large ones there, two large ones there, and a nice big one there. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to have a look through my stuff now of what to do for the insides, and then I'll line them and then I'll come back for us to do the next bit. We'll work on, when I come back next time, we'll work on doing a closure, maybe sorting out the signatures and that kind of thing. So for now, I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, where's that little paper bag I had a second ago? If you did want to do it on a little one, I just cut that so that it was even, and then I've trimmed off at the other end, and so then I used those bits as my base to sandwich together to make a pocket, 2 pockets out of the one, and we did the same at the other end, didn't we? And then remember, I went like that and cut in there. So if you want to join in with a little one, something like that, that might be kind of cute to do. So I'll see you back again very soon with part 2, and yeah, I look forward to working out what the blazes I'm doing. So anyway, thanks very much for joining me. I do love you loads. Don't forget the shop share I did at the beginning for YarnYarn. Go and check them out while they've got the sale on, because you're never going to get better than that, I doubt. 60% off. My order should have come to like 30 odd quid, and it came to £13, 1-3. Like, imagine that. And I got 5 bundles of sari silk. So yeah, go check them out, they're fabulous, and I'm a big fan. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're all lovely and well and everything, and I'll be back very soon. Love yous loads. Bye. Bye.